Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Crack Unani. In this video, we will study General Anatomy Topic A, which is a brief description of systems of the body, and we will also look at the summary table. So, let's get started. Organ systems are groups of structures that work together to perform key functions. Here you'll explore the major body systems. 1. Cardiovascular system. 2. Nervous system. 3. Respiratory system. 4. Digestive system. 5. Urinary system. 6. Endocrine system. 7. Integumentary system. 8. Lymphatic system. 9. Female reproductive system. 10. Male reproductive system. The cardiovascular system is composed of the heart, blood vessels, and blood that runs through them. The principal function of the heart is to pump the blood through the system of blood vessels, vascular system. The vascular system is divided into veins and arteries, with the former carrying the blood towards the heart and the latter carrying the blood from the heart to the tissues. The blood transports gases, nutrients, electrolytes, wastes, and hormones, maintaining homeostasis in the body. The vascular system is also divided into two circuits. Pulmonary circuit carries the blood between the heart and lungs. Systemic circuit carries the blood between the heart and the periphery. Alright, let's look at the summary table for the cardiovascular system. Here are the key points about the cardiovascular system. First, the vascular system. Artery. A vessel that carries blood away from the heart to the capillary beds of organs and tissues. Vein. A vessel that carries blood from the capillaries towards the heart. Second, we have pulmonary circulation. A system of arteries and veins that carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs and vice versa. The flow of oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Third is systemic circulation. A system of arteries and veins that conveys oxygenated blood from the heart to peripheral tissues, and vice versa. Deoxygenated blood from the periphery to the heart. And finally, coronary circulation. A subsection of the systemic system that provides arterial supply and venous drainage of the heart. The nervous system is a complex network of neurons that generate, transmit and interpret neural impulses. The system is divided into the central nervous system, CNS, and peripheral nervous system, PNS, each having a specific location, function and components. The central nervous system, CNS, consists of the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system, PNS, consists of the peripheral nerves, namely the cranial and spinal nerves and all their branches. Furthermore, all the body plexuses and ganglia belong to the PNS. The PNS is functionally divided into the somatic nervous system, otherwise known as the voluntary system, and to the autonomic nervous system, also known as the involuntary system. Lastly, the autonomic nervous system is divided into two synchronized compartments, called the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. This video tutorial will explain the breakdown of the nervous system, as well as the key points to take into account concerning the functions of each of the nervous system parts. We are going to look at the key points about the nervous system using this simple summary chart. Let's break down how our body's control center is organized. First, we have the central nervous system, CNS. It consists of two main parts: brain, which includes the cerebrum, brainstem, and cerebellum. Spinal cord, comprising the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral and coccygeal parts. Next is the peripheral nervous system, PNS. This network includes spinal nerves and their branches, cranial nerves and their branches, ganglia, and plexuses. Finally, let's look at the divisions of the PNS. It is divided into somatic nervous system, voluntary, autonomic nervous system, involuntary, which is further split into the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The respiratory system works in partnership with our cardiovascular system to supply the body with oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. Air is conducted into our lungs by a system of respiratory passageways, the respiratory tract. Gas exchange then occurs, supplying the blood with oxygen and ridding it of carbon dioxide. The respiratory system has other functions too. It filters, humidifies and warms the incoming air, and it plays an important role in maintaining the acid-base balance of the blood. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the respiratory system, starting with its main organs and functions. The main organs of the respiratory system are divided into two parts. Upper respiratory tract. This includes the external nose, nostril, nasal vestibule, nasal cavity, nasal conchae, nasal meatus, pharynx, and the larynx, superior portion. Lower respiratory tract. This consists of the larynx, inferior portion, trachea, right main bronchus, left main bronchus, right lung, left lung, superior lobe of right lung, middle lobe of right lung, inferior lobe of right lung, superior lobe of left lung, inferior lobe of left lung, and the diaphragm. Next, let's look at the vital functions of the respiratory system: gas exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. It filters, humidifies, and warms incoming air. And it aids in maintaining the acid-base balance of the blood.
The digestive system is a set of organs that are concerned with the ingestion, digestion, absorption and elimination of food. The organs of the digestive system can be divided into two groups. The alimentary canal, which is essentially a continuous muscular tube that is in direct contact with the ingested food. Its organs are the oral cavity proper, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anal canal. The accessory digestive organs, which do not come into direct contact with the ingested food, but are instead indirectly involved in the digestive process. These organs are salivary glands, liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the digestive system summary chart, focusing on its organs and functions. First, let's break down the organs. Alimentary canal. This includes the oral cavity proper, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, large intestine, scum, vermiform appendix, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum and anal canal. Accessory digestive organs. These consist of the salivary glands, sublingual, submandibular, parotid, liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Next, let's look at the vital functions: ingestion, mechanical digestion, mastication, and chemical digestion of food, absorption of necessary nutrients, and elimination of unnecessary matter and waste. The urinary system is divided into two parts. The upper part, that includes the kidneys and the ureters, the lower part, that consists of the urinary bladder and the urethra. The organs of the urinary system work together to remove excess fluid and other waste materials from the bloodstream, and also to store, transport and excrete urine from the body. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key facts about the urinary system, focusing on its functions and parts. First, let's explore the primary function: elimination of fluid and waste from body, regulation of blood volume, pressure, pH and electrolyte balance via urine production and excretion. Next, we look at the upper, abdominal, part: kidneys, blood filtration, urine production, reabsorption of useful substances, electrolytes, amino acids, elimination of waste into urine. Ureters, urine transportation from kidneys to urinary bladder. Finally, let's examine the lower, pelvic, part: urinary bladder, urine storage and urination control. Urethra, urine transportation from urinary bladder to outside of body. In males, additional function is transportation of semen after ejaculation. The endocrine system is made up of endocrine glands located throughout the body. These glands produce different endocrine hormones and release them into the bloodstream, via which they travel to specific target organs. This way, the endocrine system acts as a signaling pathway regulating a number of important body functions such as growth, metabolism, temperature, reproductive development, and many other bodily functions and processes. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the endocrine system, focusing on its definition, glands, and functions. First, let's look at the definition. The endocrine system is a network of glands and organs that play a vital role in controlling and regulating many of the body's functions by secreting specialized substances called hormones. Next, we look at the specific endocrine glands: pineal gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus, pancreas, adrenal glands, ovary, testes. Finally, let's examine the function: regulation of growth, development, metabolism, temperature, sexual maturation, reproduction, blood pressure, heart rate, breastfeeding, immune response and many other vital physical functions and processes. Now that we have covered these key points about the endocrine system, let's move forward to the next part of our video. The integumentary system forms the external surface of the body. The largest organ of the system, and of the body in general, is the skin. Besides the skin, the integumentary system also comprises the skin appendages, hair, nails, sweat and sebaceous glands, subcutaneous tissue, deep fascia, and breasts. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the integumentary system, focusing on its structure and layers. First, let's explore the skin. 1. Epidermis, stratum corneum, stratum lucidum, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, stratum basale. 2. Dermis, papillary, reticular. Next, we look at the skin appendages, hair, nails, sweat glands, sebaceous glands. Then, let's examine the subcutaneous tissue, adipose tissue beneath the dermis. Finally, we look at the deep, muscular, fascia, thick fascia between the subcutaneous tissue and underlying muscles. The lymphatic system works alongside our cardiovascular and immune systems to help our body maintain homeostasis. It has two important, yet different, roles. The first is to return interstitial fluid from our tissues back into the cardiovascular system. This is important for maintaining blood volume and cardiovascular function. The second role is to pass this fluid through lymphoid tissues and organs, where it can be filtered and presented to immune cells, thus defending the body against pathogens and disease. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the lymphatic system, focusing on its organs, nodes, and functions. First, let's explore the main organs, vessels and nodes of the lymphatic system. Lymphatic vessels, right lymphatic duct, thoracic duct, cisterna chyli lymphoid organs, tonsils, palatine, pharyngeal, lingual, tubal, thymus, spleen, Peyer's patches, aggregated lymphoid nodules, lymphoid tissues, cervical lymph nodes, submandibular lymph nodes, submental lymph nodes, axillary lymph nodes, subclavian lymph nodes, cubital lymph nodes, mediastinal lymph nodes, abdominal lymph nodes, superficial inguinal lymph nodes, iliac lymph nodes, popliteal lymph nodes. Next, let's look at the vital functions of the lymphatic system. Return interstitial fluid from our tissues back into the cardiovascular system. Pass lymph through lymphatic tissues and organs, where it can be filtered and presented to immune cells. The female reproductive system consists of the internal and external reproductive organs. The former consist of the ovaries, uterine tubes, uterus, and vagina, while the latter comprise the vulva and clitoris. The functions of this entire system are numerous, including the hormone-induced sexual maturation, gestation, and sexual pleasure. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the female reproductive system, focusing on its internal and external genitalia. First, let's explore the internal genitalia, organs, ovary, uterine tube, uterus, vagina. Function, formation and development of ova, production of estrogen and progesterone, implantation of embryo, fetal development. Next, we look at the external genitalia, ogarins, vulva, clitoris. Function, sexual reproduction, sexual sensation, urination. The male reproductive system consists of the internal and external reproductive organs. The former consist of the testis, epididymis, spermatic cord, ductus deferens, ejaculatory duct and accessory glands, while the latter comprise the penis and the scrotum. The functions of this entire system are numerous, including hormone-induced sexual maturation, semen production and storage, and sexual pleasure. Moving on to the next section, let's look at the key points about the male reproductive system, focusing on its internal and external genitalia. First, let's explore the internal genitalia, organs, testis, epididymis, spermatic cord, ductus deferens, ejaculatory duct accessory glands, seminal gland, prostate, bulbourethral gland. Function, production, maintenance, storage, and transport of spermatozoa and semen, production and secretion of male sex hormones. Next, we look at the external genitalia, organs, penis, scrotum. Function, sexual reproduction, sexual sensation. Now that we have covered these key points about the male reproductive system, let's move forward to the next part of our video. And that is the end. Thanks for watching. If you found these quick anatomy summaries helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next medical breakdown. See you in the next video.